Hi, it's Amber. For the last day of 12 days of Evolve, I'm going to do a little bit of a different video and just have more of a compilation of some of my favorite features within both Evolve Electrical and Evolve Mechanical. Nothing specific, and trying to show some of the features off that has not been covered within the series as well. So first we're going to talk about sleeves. Sleeves are both within Evolve Electrical and Evolve Mechanical. You're going to see we have very similar settings as well between the two products. So within here we have our sleeve settings. You're able to quickly define your category, so duct or pipe, or even your conduit and cable tray as well. From there you can specify the host, so walls or floors, and again you can have rules set up to get really specific on what you're trying to find and select for your sleeves or box outs. You can define again your sleeve type and some oversizing if you want to evaluate installation. Also within the settings, you can specify a primary model or linked models as well. So we have two different ways of placing your sleeves. You can do your place sleeves, which is kind of a one-off situation, or we have our auto place sleeves. Auto place sleeve is super helpful. You can just select a whole bunch of your elements within your floor or your area, however you want to do it, or you can kind of just limit it as well. Select what you need, press finish, and then you'll have a pop-up here indicating how many box outs or sleeves were placed. So in this situation, one box out was placed. One thing I love about our box outs as well is the fact that they have pre-embedded points, and those pre-embedded points will be within the sleeves as well. Moving along, we have our Smart Pen Multi-Trim. I love this feature. It's going to be within Evolve Electrical. There's a lot of use cases for this feature itself. You can hold down Shift and it will replace native Revit bends with Evolve Smart Pens, which is super helpful if you're going to be utilizing Evolve mid-project. Or the other option is it will allow you to connect one or more conduit runs together with Evolve Electrical offsets or Kick 90 Smart Pens. So let's do that option. So I can select on my feature, select this grouping here, press finish, select my next grouping of conduit here, press finish, and there you go. Now we have a bunch of our Evolve offsets placed. Next, let's talk about my favorite quick tool for Evolve Mechanical. So quick tools are going to be within both Evolve Electrical and Evolve Mechanical, and the tool that I'm going to talk about right now is going to be also within both Evolve Electrical and Mechanical. So I'm going to be talking about our MEP rotate. So we have our set angle. So when it comes to setting the angle, you can choose from the drop down here, or you can also just write in the angle that you want to be adjusted there. So with our MEP rotate, it's a really nice and easy feature to do, but why I love this so much is looking at this run right here, I can rotate it at this point, but I can't rotate my run at this point. So with my MEP rotate, I can select my feature, select my elements, and I can hit finish. Now that will rotate it at that point. I can also keep hitting enter as well to keep on rotating my element at that point as well. Let's talk through some supports within Evolve Mechanical. I like that we have two different options of placing hangers. We have our ITM hanger feature and we have our hanger placement feature. Our hanger placement feature allows you the option of using ITMs or families. Within both features, you have a lot of control of the settings themselves. So looking at the ITM hanger settings, you can adjust your type, your placement, and the hangers. One thing I like about the hangers as well is the fact that you can specify a different hanger type if those parts and pieces have installation. You can adjust your embed configuration, specify deck type, and also we do have that collision detection as well. On the family side, this feature right here for the hanger placement is going to be what you're used to if you've also used Evolve Electrical. So let's go into our hanger placement settings. So on our Evolve Mechanical side, you can specify if you want fabrication or family, and then you can specify your common settings. On the ITM side, you can specify that fabrication settings and that collision detection. On the RFA side, you can specify a good amount of settings for your families. These family settings are also what you're going to be seeing on the Evolve Electrical side when placing your hangers as well. Same with that collision detection. All right, the last feature I'm going to talk about, just because of time and I don't want this video to be 10 minutes long, is our report manager. Hands down, this is probably one of my favorite features. The possibilities are endless, which is amazing to see. But first, I'm going to come in here and place in my hangers. So you can see how our hanger placement works on the electrical side. And you can see how similar they are. So here is our hanger placement settings. So again, that's spacing, the common settings. The family settings here, again, they're going to be very similar to what you just saw on the mechanical side. On the electrical side, we can specify if you want mirror-like hangers, so any minis for your single conduit. And we again have that collision detection. To run the feature, I'm going to choose my profile, my mode, which will be the entire path, and my attached to, I'm going to do a linked model. I'm going to select my starting points. So I'm going to select my run here, press finish, and I'm going to choose the direction. I want my hangers to be placed down my entire run. So there you go. Now you can see how our hangers are placed. You can see for elevation change, it went from a 2-tier to a single tier. So really helpful to have that be placed. So now let's go over our report manager. So within our report manager, we have a lot of pre-set up reports that you can easily import in from your sample files. So I'm going to do my trapeze report. So I'm going to select on my report here, and I'm going to run my report. You can see this report is amazing and it has a ton of information. So elevation, offset, your strut type, your rod lengths, and support types as well. So a lot of really great information. This is great for, in addition to your spool drawings or your location drawings, you can also provide this report on top of that. So not only do we have our trapeze report, we also have a build of material, and we again have a ton of different reports that you can easily import in from that sample file as well. So here is your master build of material. Obviously, you can modify your logo and what is said, and you can make some minor tweaks as well, or you can also create custom reports if you would like. So on the report side, there is a lot of really cool things that you can do, and the options are endless, like I said earlier. So that is 12 days of Evolve. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you have any questions or want to see any additional videos throughout the upcoming new year, please let me know. Thanks.